Hey, what is going on, guys? RvzStealth here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Everfrost against Rocketbelt on Ekko. So with the Everfrost buffs in, I think it was last patch or the patch before, it's actually performing pretty well on Ekko. Not too many players are running it, but in this video I just wanted to break down Everfrost versus Rocketbelt, talk about the pros and cons going for each, and if Everfrost actually does have some pretty good viability on Ekko. So what initially sparked my interest to look further into Everfrost on Ekko is that it does have the better win percent as a rush item in this patch, 54.7% on Everfrost as opposed to 52% on Rocketbelt. Now, of course, the sample size is way lower from Everfrost though, only 0.92% of players are running it and only 2,900 games worth of sample, so it's likely that only Ekko 1 tricks or really good Ekko players are running this, which is skewing the win rate up a little bit. However, at the same time, if the item was trash, it wouldn't have a 54% win rate or almost 55% win rate. So there's two different ways that you can look at it for sure. So we'll start things off here with a damage comparison of the two different setups. We'll just be using a standard Ekko combo, a standard passive proc Ekko combo to test the damage output. So just simply the Rocketbelt versus Everfrost comparison, 796 damage from Rocketbelt and then 793 from Everfrost. So only a 3 damage difference there between the two builds. And then if we compare the two item spikes, if we throw in a Nashers there, Rocketbelt is going to be dealing 1,082 damage, and now Everfrost is actually going to start dealing more damage at 1,088. Alright, so since the damage is so comparable from the two different setups here, you're really going to be deciding between Rocketbelt or Everfrost based on the alternative stats that the items provide. So Rocketbelt is going to be giving you 100 more health, 10 AP, 5 magic pen per legendary, and it is going to cost 200 less gold. Everfrost, on the other hand, is going to give you 600 mana. You're getting no mana from Rocketbelt, so that's definitely a nice benefit there from Everfrost. You're getting 5 extra haste and then 15 extra ability power per legendary item. Another interesting thing to note is that the gold efficiency of Everfrost is actually higher than that of Rocketbelt. The base stats on Everfrost are 111% gold efficient, and that's increased by 9.6% for every other legendary item you purchase, whereas with Rocketbelt, the base stats are only 102% efficient, and that's only increased by 4.86% for every legendary. So you're getting every stat from Rocketbelt in Everfrost and then even more, right? Because you're getting the health, you're getting the haste, the AP, and then you also have the extra mana tacked on there as well. So I think just what it comes down to is, can you get away with not having that active dash from Rocketbelt? I really think that's the only reason as to why you'd actually want to build Rocketbelt over Everfrost. And in situations where the enemy composition has a lot of mobility and they have ways to, get away from you, that extra dash there from Rocketbelt can be really nice. But if you're up against a composition who doesn't have a ton of gap closers, if they're pretty low mobility and you're gonna be able to reach your targets pretty easily, that's where I think Everfrost can have a lot more viability. Now, the Everfrost route definitely does have a lot of really good use cases for Ekko though. It can extend the WCC duration. Ekko W lasts 2.25 seconds if I'm not mistaken, and then Everfrost route lasts 1.5 seconds, so you can have a max CC duration there of 3.75 seconds, which is just completely insane. If the enemy doesn't have any tenacity, there's just no way they're getting away from you if you ever land a stun on them. What you'd want to do is, if you're stunned from W hits, don't use your Everfrost active right away. Wait like a second, a second and a half. You don't want to wait like the exact 2.25 seconds, or you might end up, missing the Everfrost route, but wait a little bit, use the Everfrost route after, and then the enemy is just going to be perma CC'd, and this will actually give you a lot of good benefit out of that Nashers passive as well, because if the enemy is CC'd for a longer duration, you're going to be able to get a lot more auto attacks in there from your Nashers. And then another great way to use Everfrost is that if your W is coming down, if it hasn't quite landed yet, you can use the Everfrost route or slow to prevent the enemy from getting out of your W radius there, so that you do get the stun off from W. Alright, so overall, guys, the power level of Rocketbelt and Everfrost on Ekko are very, very similar. As we saw, the damage is almost identical there. It really just comes down to the active. Can you get used to not having the dash from Rocketbelt? Do you prefer the root and low cooldown route on Everfrost more? So try out Everfrost, see if you enjoy it. It definitely does have some great use cases for Ekko. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you have yet to already. So thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video.